about we just go on the news? See what's up.
4.
See if anything's popping off.
The UFOs, bro.
The oil thing, the Ohio cloud. There's
that no one's talking about.
There's a huge
or
cloud.
that people are starting to talk about because the people are talking about
What?
it.
The Ohio cloud.
The derailing of like the Ohio.
Oh yeah, the chemicals.
Yeah, the chemical shit that's
now there's
deadly
huge,
as fuck.
Now there's a huge cloud in Ohio.
Yeah, not good.
Which is seeping towards Michigan. So it's like,
really?
Yeah.
Towards Michigan.
I mean, it's
just,
right under us.
Yeah.
No, right, but
it's just in the air.
The curtains come up.
Yeah.
Is that why it was hot this morning?
No.
No,
that's just a heat wave. That's
I'll show you the image. Just
that's a typical fall spring in Michigan.
Dude, that'd be crazy though. Like some chemical gets out and it's just like super hot during the winter.
Oh god.
Yeah, but it's 100 like more like at least 100 people are being very are very sick now.
No way. 100 people? No way. Where was this?
Disaster.
In Ohio, right?
Yeah, in Ohio.
Ohio Trail.
Look at that.
Derailment.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that shit. Yeah, it was not good.
Looks like a nice little mushroom cloud.
Bro. What are they carrying? Was
look
it
at
like...
this, dude.
Oh. It was like chloride. Crazy.
Here, go back to the article.
Well, I want to see what this is, though.
This is just explaining what vinyl chloride is.
Right. I
okay.
gotta see what this is.
Colorless glass.
Okay.
Glass gas.
Toxic chemical.
Plastic manufacturing, hazardous waste. Can it cause cancer?
Of course.
Can I get medical tests to check?
Carcinogenic, dude. Bro, it makes you rust.
What? Jesus.
Look at that map of continental United States river systems affected by the East Palestine Ohio chemical disaster. Luckily, we got very lucky.
Just very nothing. Lucky. We're out of that bitch.
Yeah, but everyone over here.
God damn, what happened to the fucking West?
Dude,
damn, that shit spread out.
All the river systems, dude.
Wait, so this is like actually bad.
Yeah, it's very bad. This is like very toxic shit.
They're saying it's the biggest environmental disaster in the U.S.
Ever?
Yeah.
I've heard it in a long time. Ever? Damn, bro.
Ever, dude. Look at the river systems. How it is
across
the entire country. That's just part of it. And then you got the whole mushroom cloud.
Whoa.
And you know the government will do nothing to fucking clean it up.
Nothing, you think?
Unless people bring enough attention to it. I mean, I've seen some news outlets
start
to cover it.
That's why I'm about to start wearing my mask again, dude.
But I ain't see Biden talk about it.
That's why I'm about to
I
start
ain't see him come out with a speech.
Nope.
Wait, so how did it happen though? Like, what happened to the?
The train derailed. I'm not sure exactly how, but yeah.
Hey, look right here, it blew up.
Whoa, that's how much it was.
Train derailed and blew up. That's why I'm gonna start wearing my mask again, dude. Because they say this is gonna start reaching Michigan. I'm not trying. That's a real reason to wear your mask. I'm not trying to die. Like COVID was COVID. Because I know from my age, okay, I'll get sick a little bit. But this right here, yeah.
That's bad. Yeah, no.
Not good.
They said the chemicals can literally like start killing you within 20 minutes if you inhale most of it. Like it's bad. Like so everyone in Ohio right now should be wearing masks. Like if you're in that area, you should be wearing a mask.
Like an N95
what if we get cancer
mask.
from this shit, bro?
Yeah, like a real mask. Now
I'm about to move to Europe, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't even know what to say. Like these chemicals, man. And dude, I feel like this happens, but they just never say anything. But it's just because it happened in like an epicenter.
What happened?
Yeah, this happens all the time. Your stuff's being like poisoned all the time, constantly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as
This is bad. This is really bad. Train derailment is actually insane.
Whoa.
See, look, that's why it's a triple threat: air, soil, and water.
20 rail cars were reported to have carrying hazardous materials. A bunch of different stuff were released to the air, surface soil, and surface waters.
That's why it's really bad. So he said, don't even drink the water there. Don't even drink the water there.
Taking precautions. I would just cut off all access to Ohio's water right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some river systems they'll bring down.
Yeah.
And then after they have plants down there that grab that same exact water. Dude, I feel like we low-key got lucky, but at the same time, like that cloud better not hit us. I mean, but it
killed an estimated as 3,500 fish as February 8th. As of February 8th.
Oh, that's not too bad. There's been like. Okay, dude, Deepwater Horizon or whatever that was.
Yeah.
That oil rig that exploded like in 2015 or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. Cause this took like ages to turn. Like, it was not just like that it started spilling, but the fact that it was on like this for months.
Yeah.
It was burning for months.
And they could not stop it.
And oil is so much worse because it doesn't like.
It just sits on
mix.
top. It just sits on top of the water. It's less dense.
Yeah.
It's less dense.
It just floats. I mean, they burn it like gee, that's even worse because then
It's less dense. So
terrible
it just sits
for the
there.
they're just like, oh yeah, it's floating on there. How do we get rid of it? Just burn it.
Just burn it.
But like bunch of shit.
That
Like
was...
every coastline near like the Gulf of Mexico had a bunch of oil just sitting on the beaches. Like, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane.
Shit. Yeah, no, that's bad. Yeah, here it is. That's where it happened. So like near Florida. Over here. Actually, Florida didn't get affected that much.
It's on the coast of Louisiana most. Or
to Texas didn't get hit.
Mississippi. And yeah, a little bit of Florida at the
like,
top.
I think Mississippi and Alabama got fucked. Yeah, but I'm saying like most of Florida got unscathed.
No, yeah.
It's just like,
I said the top, yeah.
Yeah, top left of it.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, and I feel like no one talks about this anymore, but this was like huge, Like it might have. I wonder how many.
Because we move on from stories so quickly, especially nowadays.
Yeah, that's
like the MSU shooting. We're gonna move on from that conversation, and literally by next week, no one's gonna talk about it.
Social media is also is detrimental to society. Like you see everything at once.
It's not social media itself; it's how people use it. It's how the media manipulates people. But I'm saying, don't blame social. It is, but it isn't at the same time.
But like I was saying,
it's the media manipulating people. I
don't care about that. I'm just saying in general. Like, there's just so much stuff you see every single day.
It's overstimulating.
It's overstimulating.
Well, yeah,
that's
of course. Yeah, it's oversaturation.
Yeah.
And like it was like this was like back in the '80s, and we found about the shooting. This would be like covered for a good month. Like,
that's why Columbine was such a big thing back in '99, because you never really seen something like that before.
And especially since that was in elementary school, right?
No, that was high school.
High school.
Yeah. So when you
they'd never seen like something like that.
So now due to social media, you see it every
scale.
day. So you see it every day. So people just like, the tolerance level is just so high. It's just like, okay.
Okay, but back to that train thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know how you said 3,500 fish were killed?
3,500 fish.
Deepwater Horizon, right, killed 2 to 5 million fish.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very bad.
But you also have to put in perspective that this happened like a couple years ago. And this just happened.
Yes, the total.
True.
So that's
this
the total.
Just happened. So we'll see. Like, the numbers are going to go up.
And
hopefully no one dies from this. But yet again, this isn't like something that won't kill you like an explosion. It's going to be like a long term.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's going to come up as an illness when you're like older, like the 9/11 people.
Yeah, people.
What happened to the 9/11 people?
Everyone that like inhaled all that smoke and they all have like cancer and shit now.
What do you mean the smoke?
From the towers crashing and all that,
all that dust,
literally
dust.
Everyone in that like has cancer now.
Yeah.
Wow, what was the dust like? Was it?
It's toxic chemicals.
Yeah, toxic
in your lungs.
Yeah.
But it was just concrete, right?
No, building, like the smoke.
Yeah, the smoke that was from the plane, the fire, the buildings collapsed. Yeah.
Dude,
that's metal. That's just little metal.
Yeah, metal.
Literally metal in your lungs. Just like.
Yeah, not good.
Not good at all. It's not for your body.
Seeing the videos, like I feel like now that I'm older, I watched them again, and it's like, whoa. Now I understand like the brutal force of a plane hitting a building.
And then
like,
they revealed just the whole footage itself, just literally the plane just going in. I was like, they didn't show that. They didn't show that when we were younger. They just showed the building just exploding. But now they have the whole thing, where it's just like, oh.
I always saw the plane going into it. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember if I had a teacher ever show me the video.
The teachers don't. The teachers can't show you that.
But as someone that watched YouTube in the unrestricted ages back in the early 2010s, I can tell you I definitely saw the 9/11 video, and you can go see them now.
Yeah,
they're not restricted.
I just saw one not that long ago. There was like a guy that posted a video unseen
Uncut,
footage. Yeah, and it was like the second plane hitting, and like. Don't take this from, but like at a very good angle that you can like see it go in. It was like holy shit.
It just like you were like a dart, like you're playing darts. That's literally what it looks like. I'm like, oh, Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's actually terrifying. That's why I was tripping out so hard. Like on my New York trip, we went to the World Trade Center, like the new one.
Yeah.
They took us to the top floor. I was like, oh my gosh, please, Lord. I was like, Lord,
not today.
Don't do this because there's nothing we can do.
Yeah,
there's
true.
nothing we can do.
That's the thing, like, dude, skyscrapers are like so cool, but then when it comes to like a fire or something, bottom floor is like, where are you gonna go? You're not gonna just jump off.
You can't elevator because you can't just do that.
But like for the most part, like you gotta have such bad luck for that to happen to you. Because like imagine how many buildings there is, and then just like, oh yeah, there's probably perks of like working in the Twin Towers back then.
Yeah.
And then it just happened to be that those were the towers that were attacked. Like.
Yeah.
Those was like our national monuments at
that. Yeah, that was like our.
And like low key, they're ugly ass buildings though. I'm like,
yeah, it's just
two rectangles.
Two rectangles.
Yeah.
We were just like, wow, look how big they
towers.
are.
You think that's why they did it?
And it's also the
rectangles.
They were like, New York kind of looks lame compared to China.
It was the world.
We need to make them rebuild this shit into something cooler.
It was the World Trade Center. That's like the actual trade.
I mean, it was 7 buildings.
It represented
Wall
Street. It represented like
our
because it wasn't just. It had a metro system under it too, and it had like it was like I think it was 6 buildings that were just like the 2 towers, and then there was like the north and south, like tiny apartment buildings. And
there was stuff all around it.
There was a mall, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Underneath it.
I don't know about that.
No, we went to the memorial. It was just straight underground. Like I think it was just.
Well, he's talking about back then.
Yeah, talking back then.
Before like they crashed into like when it was built.
Oh, yeah,
I think there was a mall down there.
There could have been. I don't know though.
Yeah, no, I was watching like the whole elevator system that was put into that was like revolutionary at the time, and I was like, well, like.
Not too revolutionary.
No, it probably wasn't.
I said the same thing about the Titanic.
Yeah, and then it
unsinkable.
Yeah. And it sunk.
Shout out to the people going on the Titanic too.
I
hope you know what you're getting into.
No, honestly, no, they should be straight because the technology nowadays
should be.
The technology nowadays should be like, hey, there's an iceberg coming like 80 miles before you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
back then it was binoculars.
Literally, it was binoculars. Like, hey, Captain, I think that's like.
Some ice.
We can make it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, nowadays, like with planes, like, I don't like flying.
And, like, you got to think about the technology of the boats. Like, there's literally icebreakers now. Like, they go through ice with no problem.
Yeah, it's like, they should be
all I'm saying is I'm not trusting any boat named the Titanic.
That's true.
Like
a new way to sink it.
Like, I'm not a big fan of...
Yeah, true. They'll find some new way to sink it.
It's going to hit, like, it's going to hit, like... some like underwater bomb that's just been sitting there since like World War II.
I used to be like,
no one's hit it.
I don't like flying, but like I like inside the cockpit. Like nowadays they got like 4 iPads, like a 3D view of the plane.
They're not even flying the plane.
Yeah, it's all autopilot. All they do nowadays is literally take off and land.
Yeah,
literally.
And all of that's like help too.
Literally.
Yeah, it literally has the dude yelling 100. 60, 40.
Yeah, that's why I was just chilling. I was like, okay, cool. So they're set. Like they're actually set. So like if something happens to you on a plane crash, that means it literally is just either nature itself,
or you were just bound to die, bro. Literally, somehow.
Yeah.
It was just fake. Like at that point, like that
was fake.
Like that one plane crash that happened, like somewhere like overseas.
We haven't even
remember that?
Like,
well, see, but overseas planes are different.
No, I'm talking about it was like another country they were flying, right? They were getting ready to land. All of a sudden, like they
just went to the side.
They turned too fast, and so basically the wind thing, like the wind current, like the wind stream, just screwed them
knocked
over.
it down. Yeah.
So like it's just nature.
I think it's the biggest like accident that happened in like the last decade or some shit. Yeah. It was like 300 dead or something.
Yeah, all of them were dead.
I feel like not in a decade because like it was probably like a 747 that went down or something.
Yeah, but like I say, it's just nature. Like so, like something you just can't control. That's why I'm just like planes like.
Also, just the pilot fucked up.
Yeah, and it was probably some mechanical issue too. Like,
or that too.
Turned way too fast. Like you probably turned way too quick.
The flap snapped off and then just imbalanced and then just like straight through the ground.
Fucked it.
It is like
dude, wasn't he on Facebook Live?
Yeah, so Pastor was on Facebook Live.
Yeah,
bro, have you seen that video at the end? Like when it crashes down, the phone's just facing the ceiling and everything's on fire.
Yeah.
A dude was just recording this. Like, I guess the cameraman died,
he knew.
Bro.
He most definitely died.
But then I always think, how the fuck did it get posted? Like who took the phone and hit like post?
No. He was live.
Oh, he was live.
Okay.
He was live.
Yeah.
No, the video
people
was
were
rolling.
Yeah, the people
was rolling.
Either it's saved on the website or someone screen records it.
Yeah, it's probably that.
I didn't.
Yeah, but stuff like that is just nature. Like that's the only that's the only thing you got to fear for in a plane now.
Dude, and like there's so many like bad events that have happened. Like Turkey, dude. At first it was like 1,600 dead, and then it
40,000.
Yeah,
and it grew,
and it's gonna keep going more.
And it's like 40,000.
It is.
Now.
Yeah, it's 40. Yeah, you can look it up. It's 40-something thousand now.
In Turkey.
Jeez.
The Turkey earthquake was insane.
And the government a few days ago kept trying to be, oh, it's only 3,000. It's only 3,000. Chill out, everyone. It's fine.
Yeah, death count.
I hate looking that number up.
And this is why, yeah.
Wow. All right. I didn't know that. I thought it was still at 10,000.
And it's going to keep getting worse.
Yeah.
All because a lot of these buildings that are, who could have guessed, we're not following the code, building code at all.
What code in Turkey? It's probably not even.
Well, I mean, they can put up code, but they just don't follow it. Yeah.
They probably can't follow it, even into like, even if they wanted to sometimes.
And a lot of these like buildings have like the way it's built is like an open bottom, and then it's like almost like a house on top, but the bottom's made of wood.
Literally.
And the two top levels are made of concrete.
Yeah. So
like what the fuck?
That's why Japan is smart.
Like I don't know anything about like building. Well, Japan's in a whole different.
Yeah, because they have no choice.
Like you don't even. But I'm just saying, just from a designing.
Your architecture
standpoint, like I feel like that's not good.
Very outdated.
I want to see if like Turkey usually gets earthquakes. If they do, like that makes sense that they would have like better buildings,
the last. Yeah, they should. They have them more frequently than we do.
Well, no, like here in Michigan, was the last time we?
Well, I don't mean Michigan. I just mean America.
I don't think we were getting earthquakes yet.
No.
But Cali,
but like Turkey doesn't have them as much as Japan.
Yellowstone or what?
Yeah,
but they have them enough to where yes, they should be building their buildings like more.
Way better, like the ones in Japan.
To like make them earthquake.
In Japan, have like a gyrosphere or something.
And it sways. And there's videos of it. It's cool as shit. Yeah,
it's like whoa, technology in a building.
That's what Cali needs to do.
A lot of the materials that they use for their buildings in Japan are tsunami proof and stuff like that to stop tsunami damage.
Exactly.
And obviously it doesn't stop everything, but you won't have 40,000 deaths.
How many people died in the 2012 tsunami in Japan?
I don't know. I think it was, I don't want to say because I'm probably going to get it really wrong. But like the last big Turkey earthquake was like in 99.
Yeah,
19, so basically 20,000 people.
This was like some catastrophic event that happened recently, right? Because like 2012 or 2011.
Just over a decade ago.
Over a decade.
And then 40,000 in Turkey. Like that is nuts.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like we're unaffected here. Like if I didn't want to listen to the news, you could just.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about it. You don't have to know. And that's what a lot of people do anyways. They just see it and they just blank it out. They just don't give a shit.
Because they're just scared.
Not even scared. They just don't want to care about it. They have
because there's so many things. Like you can't just be doing that your whole life. You can't just be like, oh yeah.
Can't just ignore it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because like everyone's gonna die eventually. Like if unlucky for these guys, like it happened then.
But if it's stuff for like Turkey, it matters like politically because like the government's like purposely not building buildings up to code, and it's literally costing tens of thousands of lives. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. Add the one.
Yeah.
It's all corruption. I won't even say that's an unlucky death because death is just death. Like I'm pretty sure like.
Right, but like, dude, what if I was traveling Turkey? Like, it's a nice place.
Yeah.
What if I was in
I want to go to Turkey. No, I would love to go to Turkey and visit.
It's about timing. Everything's about timing. Like, literally anything.
But death is death.
Butterfly effect, you know?
Like, dying in a car crash probably is just as bad as an earthquake one. You probably just say...
Probably worse. Well... Because it depends. Like, if you're going 160 and you hit a wall, you're instantly dying.
Depends on what 100, building and, circumstances.
I'm just saying death is death.
So many variables.
Death is death. So like, but still, there's a lot of preventable death.
Yeah, a lot of preventable
that we allow, that we shouldn't allow.
Safety features?
Yeah, safety features.
Literally seatbelts, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. I watched this video and it was from like back in the day when they were putting like seatbelt laws and like DUI laws in, right? And it had this video of this like woman with her kid with in the front seat. This is like a toddler and like no car seat, no seatbelt, just sitting there. And she's like, if we want to do all these, I can't drink in my car. I have to wear a seatbelt. We're gonna become a communist country. Right. And I'm like, man, I wonder if she's still alive today. What she thinks? Oh man, I wonder what she thinks. What's going on today?
Right after, and she didn't have.
Probably did, because that's so dumb. I just don't know how people like can be that stupid. I feel.
Or like, dude, I don't want to diss on the people that are in their cars with their mask on. My God, like
that I've always thought that's been stupid.
Well, it's not even about
that's what I'm saying. No matter what side, no matter who, like you can be the biggest liberal ever or the biggest fucking. No, I'm just saying you can be like an anti-masker or like I wear my mask everywhere type shit, but wearing it in your car, especially by yourself, is stupid as fuck.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Like you're saving no one, not even yourself.
Right, it's supposed to be something that prevents you from getting it.
It's for other people.
Yeah. That's
so
like,
the main reason is so you don't spread it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyone, all the reports, like, oh, the particles can come in, brother. You know you're not keeping totally safe. It's like, no shit. But it's
so that you don't cough out.
Yeah, you don't cough out a shit ton of particles on someone else.
Exactly. Or just leave it on a table.
No, it's not going to totally keep it out, but it does something, which was better than nothing, which was the whole message behind it.
Somebody had COVID at I remember, like, I went to Ethan's house at a birthday party. Somebody had COVID. So literally, I went to that party, and lady got COVID the next day. I was like, wow. Yeah. I was so ill. I was like, great.
Guys, I think I still haven't gotten it, which is like, is this wood?
Yeah.
I think I've gotten it, and I was just asymptomatic or just not that affected. Because my family's had it like so many times over. People in my family have had it, and I've been around them, and I just don't feel anything.
It didn't matter to me because I knew I was young, so I knew it was going to hit me as hard.
Well, dude, there's young people that have surprisingly died from this.
It's just genetics.
And it's not even about that either. It's like you can also have lung damage from COVID.
Yeah, COVID affects people differently. Yeah, people get long COVID.
Yeah, it's just genetics.
Or like you lose your taste and your smell for months.
Oh yeah, that happened to me though.
Nah, but I mean for months.
Last October he lost it.
And he still has it?
Or like, or maybe it was like a year and a half ago. Or something you still can't taste.
No, that happened to me in 2021, November. Yeah, November 2021.
Yeah, COVID's no fucking joke.
You can't smell it either. He's like, dude, the only thing I can smell is that.
Yeah, dude. 2021, like November 20. I didn't gain my. I think it was my taste back. I didn't get my taste back till like I don't think like maybe March. I could smell food, but I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Couldn't taste it, dude. I would just go on a diet.
I mean, it didn't matter to me. It was just food.
Yeah, this is a sign.
Maybe because I'm just nonchalant about it. I was just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get it back eventually, and it slowly just came back. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But it's all genetics. Like what you've been doing to your body, that's how it affects it. So basically, I'm like R.I.P. my grand aunt. Like I say, my grand aunt. She, I think she was a smoker. And so when she got COVID, it just...
Oh, she passed away from COVID?
Yeah, just took over. Like I say, it's just genetic. Like what you've been doing to your body just took over.
How long ago?
Pretty sure it's 2021 as well.
2021.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah. R.I.P. R.I.P. Aunt Bev. I love you. If you can hear me, you can. You can. Yeah, man. It's just all genetic stuff.
Yeah.
So I knew I was straight. Yeah, I knew I was straight.
And then there's an earthquake that happened in Alaska, like hella long ago. It was like 9.7 magnitude. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like the whole ground, because like there's different earthquakes, the ones that go side to side and the ones that go up and down, right?
Yeah.
But when it's mixed, that's when it's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean the one in Turkey was a 7.8. Japan gets some that I think their highest was almost like a
9.1.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it was like a 9.1.
No, but like it all depends, because if it's just an earthquake that goes side to side, like it's not as bad as when it goes up and down, side to side, like almost in an oval.
It just caused like more shock waves, just increases.
Exactly.
The one in Turkey was pretty fucked.
That was bad.
And the thing that knocked down a lot of the buildings were like the aftershocks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not even like.
Well, and the like earthquakes themselves. It was two. It was one right after another, like the main ones.
Yeah.
And they lasted like 90 seconds each.
Whoa. Yeah. Well, the one
that fucked up a lot.
The one in 2011, Japan lasted 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know which one you're talking about.
A long time.
But then you're right. After those main two, those 90 seconds, there was shit ton of aftershocks, which is fucking.
Which I don't understand that part. Like, what happens? Like the tectonic plates like just move a little bit.
Yeah, they're probably just still adjusting.
They're already moving. They're moving as we speak. We just can't feel it.
Every year. Yeah, they just move a little bit, like a couple inches.
Yeah, that's where you think all the mountains came from. Lee, like.
Yeah.
Thank God we weren't alive during them when they
coming together.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the only way like mountains can be made. And like also like volcanoes.
Asteroids.
Asteroids, volcanoes. Yeah, but the earthly part, they just go like this and they just.
Yeah. Go together.
Like
Himalayas. Over a long period of time. Yeah.
Himalayas are tectonic plates hitting each other.
Appalachians.
I don't know about those. Actually, those must be. They must be tectonic plates, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not spherical in shape. Like that's the only way.
Yeah, true.
And I don't think it's like volcanic because they're not circles. They're like lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And most of the time, like
right.
the line ones are from tectonic plates. Because like if you see Hawaii and the chain of it,
Mm-hmm.
have you seen like how one comes out and then another island comes out and another island comes out? It's because like tectonic plates moving that volcano over creates an island right there. It moves over, creates another island right there when the next eruption happens. And
Facts.
Exactly. Like, how did Pangea break up? That must have been an insane thing to see when Pangea broke up.
well, it's over millions.
Yeah,
Still,
millions.
but just
Like it's the same thing as us right now. We like the animals that were living back then weren't
Like,
like,
wouldn't even
actively knowing that the ground was moving because.
But seeing the time lapse, just seeing a time lapse, it would be just sweet.
Dude, of the whole Earth, yeah.
That would be sweet, like a live time lapse.
Seeing the animals that used to exist, like the ancestors of like, find any animal that's like interesting today, and then you'll find its giant ancestors.
Oh yeah, that's extinct. Like,
yeah, that thing's sick. It can fly. It's
huge.
Yeah, they're huge as shit. Like the insects were like
giant,
huge.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
flies would be like.
They're not. Like the
compared to what we know.
Oh yeah.
Compared to what we know.
Dragonflies were like the size of this table. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, we're all
that's true.
It's like a dog flying around, you know.
Like, dogs would be like the size of like lions or some shit.
Yeah,
well, I don't think those existed back then.
Wolves.
That's the thing, like you.
Well, that's why I said if.
Yeah, if. Yeah, that'd be sick. Cause like back then it was more like reptiles and.
Yeah,
stuff
because mainly.
No, but there was mammals.
But and
mammals were bigger back then too.
Oh yeah, but
mammoths.
Because lions were bigger.
Like during
mammoths.
the Ice Age.
Yeah, but
there was like a lot of bigger.
No,
megafauna, that's what it's called.
Yeah,
like
but the deep sea creatures back then would have been just so crazy to see. Like
the deep sea creatures now are crazy.
Well,
we just haven't explored it.
No, like the thing is like before there was more heat, right? And there was more like oxygen, and there was more like food that was in the ocean, so there was more predatory the food chain was just bigger, so there was more space for animals to get bigger. And more space for like.
I don't. But the thing is, I think the deep sea creatures are still alive and down there. I think because they're closer to the bottom of the crust where the heat is. I feel like that's.
Well, that's why we haven't found it because we've only explored 5.
But I'm saying I think they're just residing where the heat is. You know what I'm saying?
Because we've only explored 5% of our ocean. We don't know anything about our oceans at all.
Mostly what lives down there though by the volcanoes are like just crabs and a bunch of like. Minuscule, not because you gotta think about it. The only energy source down there is literally the heat from a volcano, right?
Yeah.
Like, it can't be a massive animal.
No.
Because where is the energy coming from? Some minuscule thing.
Well, yeah.
Like there's just the bigger animals come from like the surface.
But I don't think that the 95 that we haven't explored is just that bottom.
No, but most
like
of
there's
it,
a lot of
there's probably some like crazy ecospheres down there that are like nuts, but like most of it's gotta just be boring ass shit because like.
Well, what do you consider boring?
Like, stuff that doesn't involve us.
You know what I mean? Like what we're talking about though, compared to like what used to exist in the surface of the water, like the megalodon or whatever it's called.
Megalodon. That's why I said near the equator. Like you go all the way. You near the equator. That's where it's hottest, and that's where it's probably deepest too.
Yeah, you got to do it like that. What is that one TV that I see that on TikTok now? That River Monsters guy. You have to like go out to all those weird fucking Amazons to find all that. But that's what I'm saying.
Like that's like realistic because like you're going out to the forest and then you're going to places that are uninhabited and there's like more wildlife that's just running around. So like
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
there's more like animals that could eventually turn into food for those bigger animals.
Yeah.
So and then you look down there though, like down at the bottom of the ocean, and there's not enough animals to go around to make evolution.
No, I agree with you. I'm saying that specific place, but I'm saying I don't think the 95% of the ocean that we haven't explored is just that bottom place. No. Yeah. I don't think 95% of the ocean is just like crabs Subnautica, chilling at the
Subnautica. That game is so sick because it scares you for real because you're just like walking around and all of a sudden some animal just makes a noise and then you.
Chris Cuomo just said.
Face or not face chart? Oh, okay, I don't care. Just
hold on.
Because I was going to kill everybody, including myself. Things can consume you. Italians are so passionate, and I really.
This has to.
I'm Italian. It's Italophobia.
See, like I don't understand
nothing's
this type
popping
of
off.
stuff.
No, Chris Cuomo just said I was going to kill everybody and myself after being fired from CNN.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, the most sane Cuomo quote.
Jeez, dog, that's just all right.
I didn't know who
Nothing's
he was.
popping off, really. It's
all
like
right,
just soccer shit.
Yeah, my friend's watching that game. He's like,
Chelsea.
I asked him to hang out.
Let's go, Chelsea.
I gotta watch a soccer game. I'm like, but it's nice out. But it's windy, so.
Yeah, dude. I heard, dude. PSG lost 3 matches in a row, dude. I think that's big.
Don't know what that means.
In football, in the football world, where Messi.
No, I know, but I'm saying I don't know what that means.
I mean,
3 losses, like okay.
Apparently, the comments are saying it's hot minute.
Hey, you know that thing that we went to on Monday, the competition. So they emailed me, right, and they want me to send them a video of me making art because like they think I'm using AI generated shit. I'm like, all right, bet. I'll send you guys a video. So
they really think you're using AI? Wow. I mean, now
they told some girl in my class that paints the same thing. They're actually dumb.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Nowadays, AI is making stuff
like an actual painting.
Yeah.
You can eat my ass. You want a video? Like, bro, it's literally on the canvas. What the fuck else do you want from me? Well, AI can't paint.
Well, but they're saying that she got like the intricate idea or some shit. Whatever.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, dude,
every idea is derived from something. What the fuck?
It's like,
this isn't a totally unique and creative. Like, bro, shut up.
I don't even care.
The only thing that's weird about the AI is just the voice things. They're funny, but I'm just like, holy cow, it's very realistic.
No, the deepfakes.
Everything. The deepfakes are weird.
I kind of wish AI wasn't a thing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty cool, but like, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, but nowadays, I feel like in the future you're going to have to copyright your own voice. Just make
Good luck.
Yeah, dude, because AI can just take your voice and make a whole speech.
See, but like that's what Caleb and I were talking about. It's like when you know those AI generators that make songs for you and stuff like that. People are gonna get tired of the same thing, so it's gonna push people to make like.
No, dude, it's like a DJ, right? Electronic DJ. He made like he created a voice thing for like Eminem. Right, he created a verse that like basically like an AI thing where like Eminem was like doing a whole verse for like his little intro for his thing. And it sounded just like
do
Eminem.
it in their whole.
It sounds exactly.
But still, I would sue. The thing is, I would sue because dude, that's not me, and you're using my voice.
I'm not suing. Yeah. No, I don't care.
I'm absolutely.
It's my voice.
Yeah, dude.
You can't copyright a tone of vocal cords.
I most definitely would, especially if it's the intent of, oh yeah, this is Eminem, like so you know it is me. I'm most definitely suing. Like,
it depends on the intent behind it, and like I mean, there's a lot. It's a nuance.
Like what if it's a song that I didn't even ask to be in? Like it doesn't represent what I want to do. So now you have me in a song. We have an AI generated voice, and people are gonna relate it to me. So I'm like, hey dog, it's not me. Or I'm suing for the.
It's AI you.
Yeah, or I'm suing for rights because
See, but
not me.
I think you would be able to understand like, it hasn't gotten to the point where it's indistinguishable. You know, it's like.
Yeah, not yet.
There's still like little errors and stuff everywhere.
I would just see that sampling. I would just see that sampling. Like when you use my voice, right? Then like I need some royalties off of that, or or your masters.
Yeah, I mean it's all on how people use it. I mean you can use it to be creative with it and do different types of stuff and be experimental, or you can.
Like, we all know that Joe Biden stuff is fake because ain't no way Joe Biden speaks that clearly.
True.
Yeah, we all
know
that.
You think they use? Whoa, I've never even thought of that. Maybe AI generated.
No, he doesn't mean literally. He's just talking about the videos on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
the memes on Instagram. Like
he speaks more clearly in his AI generated like speeches than he does in real life. It's kind of crazy.
God.
Yeah, he took no breaks in the video. I'm like, yeah, this is clearly AI. This is not Joe Biden. This will never be Joe Biden. Maybe Joe Biden 50 years ago, but not Joe Biden now.
Dude, he was racist.
Very racist.
He is racist.
Still now.
Yeah, he ain't changed. He's Crime Bill Joe.
He literally said
Jim Crow Joe.
Yeah, he literally said you're not black. You don't vote for me. I'm like, oh.
Well, he also wrote the crime bill too.
Yeah,
he helped write that in the 90s.
I'm like,
I know how the crime bill went. Not good.
Really bad.
Dude. So what do you guys think about those UFOs though? For real, the ones that they shot up?
I don't. Everyone that says they're aliens, I think, is just talking out of their ass and just wants to believe anything because everyone loves believing conspiracies in this country.
See, but like, have you like researched a little bit about it?
Yes.
I did.
So you know when it got shot down, right? Like you know how high it was? It was 20,000 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was in our area.
And they said several trucks and shipments came outside of Area 51. So I feel like aerospace just specializes in that.
But dude, why do you say Area 51? Like I don't think anything special is there. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The most thing that are there is just military grade equipment.
Yeah.
No, all I'm saying is I think Area 51 just specializes in UFOs, is like that type of field.
They wouldn't do that because everyone understands now that that's the spot. So it just makes like it would be like dumb to put them there.
Right,
you know?
there.
Not put them there. That's as in shipments are going out to figure out what they're doing. As in they're not bringing the UFOs in Area 51. As in they have actual trucks and stuff going out to help out what's going on.
Right, but I'm saying they wouldn't do that. They would just like send the trucks out from somewhere else if it was actually a UFO. The strange part about this whole incident was it was apparently affecting the instruments inside of the fighter jet. Instead of an F-18.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Right, that's the one that they shot up in the thumb.
There was 4. Yeah.
That's the strangest one because they tracked
They said there
it
was
from
no propulsion.
Michigan Lake, right? Lake Michigan, right?
Lake Michigan,
and then it came up to like the tip, and it went down, and they shot it up here. Mm-hmm. And apparently, they missed one missile.
Oh yeah, it cost like
if it was a balloon,
$400,000 on one missile that we missed.
Listen, if it was a balloon, it wouldn't miss. Like these guided missiles.
No, I think we just
nuts.
suck.
No, because it's not. You don't even have to aim it. You shoot it, and it has like guided technology that probably.
Yeah, these are trucks leaving Area 51. Probably going to help out somewhere else.
But who's to say where they're going?
I say, but all the things that they left.
Well, trucks leave and go there all the time. There's always people going in from.
No, ain't no UFO.
Not an alien UFO, but it's identified flying object. That's all. That's all.
But
UFO
the thing
stands
wasn't
for.
even flying, and then they changed it for a second. They changed it to UAP.
Yeah, well, also people don't realize that UFO doesn't automatically mean it's an alien.
Yeah,
it just means an unidentifiable flying object.
Right, but the thing is, too, like, China is not even mad about us shooting down this one. That's the strange part, because, like, who else has that technology to do that?
I think they were pretty mad.
No, they weren't. I think they were mad about the balloons.
Yeah, the balloon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But then they were like, we're ready to shoot up another UFO.
Well, whatever these other ones, they could have to do with China, but... There's been like 4 or 5 different things that us and like Canada have shot down in the past 2 weeks, collectively together.
Yeah, $439,000 missile.
Yeah. and we fucking missed.
No, man, we can recover that money easily because our military budget.
But I'm just saying, I don't think it's fucking aliens. It's probably just probably just military grade equipment. And if it was aliens, it doesn't matter because if they want to come and take over, then you ain't gonna do shit anyway. So.
Well, but what if their technology is just different than ours?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, obviously,
ever seen explosives?
That's what I'm trying to say. Just because aliens came to see us,
you think alien? What you think aliens go? Aliens coming through to come to us are going through a wormhole if they're gonna get here, which means they're on an event like they know what an explosion is.
That means they have the different. No, that means they have the different elements and materials to go travel through wormholes.
That doesn't mean they use the same elements we do.
Well, how do you know that?
How do you know that?
Because
that's in our galaxy.
Because the universe is made up.
Basically the same elements.
Universe,
but different materials.
Planets that have like different...
No, I know different things, but still, it's gonna be like,
if
you're traveling through wormholes, you know what an explosion is in whatever capacity.
That is kind of true. By the time you get to that, you're like definitely understanding what
that's probably the most. That's like a addition problem. They're like, yes, an explosion, like
but
makes this go that way.
But like I'm saying, just because
we're talking about people who aren't, they're using like stuff that has no propulsion, like they're beyond.
Fucking, that's a crazy thing that cylinder thing that was
like that's not just a different type propulsion. It's not like they just found a different pathway in life and a different type of technology. Like no, they're just advanced beyond that.
That's the way we look at it.
That's the way we look at it. I'm saying, dude.
Well,
they probably
sure, but like
let's say we had the elements they had.
If you're traveling through wormholes,
right? You understand that like
what element do you think they have that we don't have?
Element 115, bro.
We haven't had the physical form of it,
because we're not advanced.
Yeah, no, because it breaks down
because we haven't advanced enough to make it.
Yeah, I mean,
we
haven't advanced enough to have like a stable amount of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have to figure out a way to make it stable and contain it and use it for whatever.
Small, like super small.
Mm-hmm.
So it breaks down really fast because it's really like radioactive and it just.
Yeah, you can only keep it for like literally a split second.
I'm talking about on a completely different alien planet. They probably developed different materials.
I'm just saying, it's not like Marvel. It's not like you got
I know, but
it's not like that.
Think about this, right? In another galaxy where like maybe somehow, some way, 2 black holes collide into each other and they somehow made like heavier elements than what we have.
I'm trying to say that's like just
what's the point here?
What if life emerged there, and then it's like
well,
that's how?
I'm not saying
that. All I'm saying is just because.
All I was saying is if someone's coming to us, they know what an explosion is. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. I mean,
if those whatever we're shooting down is coming to visit us, they know everything. Like they know like we're basic little ants to them.
Yeah, like dude.
They're not here like. They're not like we're not interesting to them.
Yeah, no, all
like they're not here. Like if they're here for anything, they would be here to like take information or resources or energy in some way.
That's what
they don't need us.
Dude, what if it's Lake Michigan? Maybe they want the water, the fresh water.
Well,
that'd be crazy. What if they're future humans coming back to steal the water from?
Hold on.
Ain't nothing we can do.
All I was trying to say is that just because aliens came to visit us, I don't think that means like they're more powerful and more advanced technology. Let's just say
no. Them being here implies inherently that they are more advanced and more powerful.
Listen. Let's just say we have the colors only red and blue, and that make purple, right? And let's just say let's just say they have the colors red and orange.
I promise you, it doesn't work like that.
Let's say the colors red.
I promise you.
It's way more complex.
Yeah, it's way more nuanced.
Yeah, I'm simplifying.
They don't have like a god element that allows them to travel through wormholes.
I'm saying they just probably have different elements and resources. Still
it doesn't make
makeup.
We're making this up. Like that's
everything we're talking about is hypothetical. We don't know anything that we're talking about.
I'm just thinking. They just have the resources.
But I'm just saying they are more powerful than us.
Yeah,
if they are coming here, they are more powerful than us.
From somewhere else, and
I don't see it as that.
Interstellar
we can't
travel.
even get to Mars, dude.
Yeah, that's because due to
they're
our
more
resources
powerful.
And our technology, and our advancement, we don't have that.
Yeah,
our advanced.
Based,
you gotta.
On their planet, they can probably do that, but we just can't because we're on Earth.
You gotta realize we have all the resources that we need. We just
for our planet.
We're just smart enough.
I'm saying our planet.
No.
That's why we think we're
stop. You're acting like there's a limit on our resources. Like on this planet, we can only get to this level of advancement with the resources we have on this planet. I'm telling you, we have every resource we need to do anything we want. We're just not smart enough and we don't have the technological advancement to do any of what we're talking about.
But there's some elements that are heavier.
Like I said.
I'm saying there could be stuff that makes it easier, maybe a little bit, but overall you're more powerful than us if you're getting to this planet.
Yeah, if you're traveling
that's inherently implied in the...
I don't see it that way. I don't see this that way.
No, that's fine.
You're not
confined by... No human is probably gonna leave the solar system.
Yeah, because
not in our lifetime.
Because our makeup, because our
ever.
Yeah.
So the furthest possible thing away. No, you don't think so? You think someone's gonna go out? Listen, Voyager 1.
This is a big hypothetical. If you can keep technological advancement going, best case scenario, you could get the world working together on shit to make technological advancement go faster. Yeah, you could definitely have someone leave the solar system in the next 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 years. Definitely. Yeah. Give it enough time. Look what we've done in the past 200 years.
Past 100.
That's what I'm saying. You got to think grand scheme.
But then
so it's like
it'll cap at one point because there's not right now it's kind of
who says it's gonna cap?
Do the makeup of our solar system and our planet?
No,
we do. I'm not. So we can be advanced.
Why do you think we're restricted?
Dude, no,
you can do anything.
I'm not listening. Hold on, listen. I'm not listening. Hold on, listen. I'm not saying.
Yes, because we don't know how to break them yet.
No, listen. I'm not saying we're capped. I'm just saying do where the aliens are at, right? Hypothetically, where they're at, they can create something that we just can't yet. It's just they just do their makeup,
which means they're more powerful than us.
Well, no, but what if they have the available?
Exactly, available. That's all it means.
That's what he's going to.
That's still more powerful.
I do.
Oh yeah, that's true. But at
in
the
our
same
perspective,
time, just we're carbon based, right? That's why we have a bunch of fuel underground because a bunch of these old ass animals have been dying for millions of years, like plants, and it just stacks up and we get oil, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that on another planet, they're gonna have oil.
Yeah.
What if they have to rely on something else?
We're completely. It's got to do completely different.
What if they never even went into the carbon? What if there's silicon-based life? What if they don't even?
I'm saying regardless, no matter how you figured it out, if you're traveling to this planet for the specific reason of us being here, humans, then you're more powerful.
Yeah. That's what I'm agreeing with you.
You're more advanced. Whatever you want to
travel.
However you got there, whatever elements you're on your planet, you're interstellar. You're more smart. You're more intelligent. You're more powerful than our species is.
Yeah.
And it's not because of our planet and that we're capped. It's because we have an advantage. Yeah.
Dude,
we haven't advanced that.
I hate the notion that people think that we can just colonize Mars. Like, it's not gonna happen. Okay.
No. You could.
It's negative 68
you have
degrees.
I'm saying you have to figure out how to terraform it.
That's
a big task to
isn't
do.
the thing.
Yeah,
it's not. It's in the habitable zone, right? But it's not. It's negative 70 degrees there.
That's why Celsius. You gotta terraform it.
Terraform it to what? To put an atmosphere on it?
Yes.
And then how are you gonna do that? Like put a bunch of. Well,
that's what I'm saying. You have to. We're talking all hypothetical. Like these are all problems that there's probably a bunch of problems that'll come up that we don't know about yet. And this is stuff you have to figure out at the time. But yeah, you have to figure out probably a way to sustain the atmosphere.
Yeah, but we already have an Earth. Like that's the thing that we don't get. Like we
can
just
you're right.
fix
There's no need for
expansion.
Yes.
This place,
I think you can do both at the same time. If you're doing it correctly, obviously we're not in the place to do that right now.
No, but you know what would be
hypothetical
crazy?
Right now. But
if there's
you're right. We
Earth,
should fix what?
Just like another one like floating around.
Probably there is. There's a bunch of
planets
that have like a Goldilocks zone. That's all we're in.
Oh yeah. There's like 100 million in our own galaxy.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's
nuts.
very few.
That's a lot.
But in the grand scheme, yes.
Oh yeah.
But like also in the grand scheme, it's very few. But it's still very.
But there's like millions of galaxies too.
That's what I'm saying.
They have millions of habitable.
Millions of habitable planets. Yeah.
Well, it's in our retrospect, because we think about how.
True. All the lights come into us millions of years later. It's not real time.
No. As in like.
Also, I know what you're
saying.
For
our conditions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's some planets that definitely have life that we could not live in, but they can live in that. You know?
Yeah, because it's
them. They're makeup.
But then yet again, we've never found life out there, which is so weird. Like
because we haven't gone out there.
Yeah, and we haven't gone far. Like we literally think about the solar system, and then we're like, oh yeah, it's such a big spot. Like it is a big place, but we're talking tiny.
In the universe, infinitely tiny
compared to even the galaxy.
Yeah.
And then there's millions of galaxies.
Millions of galaxies.
That's the thing that people are finally realizing. Like when I talk to people,
infinitely expanding.
Yeah. Well, that we don't know. I feel like that's kind of.
That's a theory.
It's a theory.
Well, sure.
Because we haven't seen like the edge of space. Like we haven't looked at it in a 4K camera.
Yeah, you can't. That for everything we can know, it's expanding.
It's like theorems.
Because we cannot take a picture of the edge of the universe.
But when it comes to theories, like, is it expanding or is that just like it? Because
what
it's
are
infinite.
People figuring out?
No, I'm like they're finally understanding that there's millions of solar systems inside of galaxies, and then there's millions or billions actually of galaxies.
Yeah.
Which is.
Yeah, but me personally, we wouldn't survive if we went to another planet.
Yeah, no, but like, listen.
Well, no, because we are on this planet.
No,
and mental health. Like you got to think about it. If you're the only one on Mars. With like a group of 30 people, you're still gonna be like detrimentally depressed because like you need.
Well, yeah. Ideally, you send over more than 30 people.
Well, yeah.
That's everything we're talking about is hypothetical. If you wanted to do it well, you would send over a good like civilization over there, like probably a good. If you can get 1 million people willing to do it, and if you're doing it right, you're gonna guarantee them that like this planet has been terraformed, like this is livable, like they have stuff set up there. Like it's not like we're gonna use you guys as a slave labor and like it's a one-way trip.
It'll go like that.
No, I know it will. I'm saying this is why I'm saying hypothetical
be so sick
utopia.
Until we literally somehow we terraform the whole planet, right? And we put animals and they start evolving into some different shit that.
Well, that's why you terraform it to be like Earth, so that doesn't happen.
Right.
Like that's why you terraform it to the exact detail to where it's like
you
don't get this shit. You don't get like the big ass giant turtle.
No, right. You don't get because like back then there was more oxygen than there is now. Like you know, so like
you gotta make sure the oxygen levels are
like
not
what
too
we
high.
have now. Yeah, because we can't breathe in that. Like if
that
you go
too.
back in
We
time,
couldn't survive.
350 million years and you plop down like in some of the movies,
live.
You'd be like,
you wouldn't be able to
dying
live.
in there, because like there's too much oxygen, and that's why they were giant fucking beasts because you can breathe in more air, and the muscles
grow
could
bigger.
Yeah.
Either way,
because like for the muscles to move around, they need oxygen in there, so like you get bigger lungs and bigger muscles. Like it just made sense, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, either way, we probably still wouldn't be able to live, and if we did, it would be even shorter than what we did on Earth. Because the planet, Mars is just smaller itself. Like Mars is like a definitely smaller planet than Earth itself. So like if we went there,
yes, Mars more is for things we actually get overpopulated.
Less,
The thing is we're not.
No, it's not that much smaller. It's only like a fifth of the.
But it's not. That is huge.
Well, that's why.
Well,
ideally, you're not taking everyone from Earth and putting them
but still,
on
over
Mars.
Time,
it's what you're doing is when overpopulation actually becomes a problem because if you if you actually house people correctly and like took care of people on a worldwide level, there is enough earth and land for everyone to have a sizable fucking
but we
shelter.
Waste so much food.
Yes.
Yeah. We waste so much water.
So ideally, we would take care of all that already, and when it actually starts overpopulating, then you start moving people to this new terraform planet, and you have like, you figure it all out. Then obviously, there's a lot of nuance and political and different shit that would go into that.
That would still cause a lot more problems because you can't just say this is America on Mars. Like Mars is a completely different.
You got to.
Just keep going.
Yeah, but you got my hypothetical. We're working as a worldwide society at this point. Countries don't exist.
That's the only way that's gonna happen.
That's why I'm saying that's the only way, only good way it can happen.
That's the story. You know, Mars.
Because if it's how Elon wants to do it, Elon's gonna take over and be like, well, I'm president of this portion of fucking land.
It'll just keep going.
And then Bill Gates will.
No, I'm saying like if I was him.
I say we let him go there and all murder each other up there. I think that'll be cool. Just put all the billionaires on Mars and let them. Let them starve
without the oxygen.
Yeah, without the oxygen. Don't terraform it. Just
if it was a utopian world society, then that will work. But we're about to enter a totalitarian one world society.
Well, when I try and talk about the future, I'm trying to think about it in an optimistic way. I mean, if you want to be real, then like we're not even gonna probably get to Mars.
No, because we're on pace for a totalitarian.
Because the guy that's in charge of like the main guy in charge of it is Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Who just lost hundreds of $1 million in Tesla stock last year.
And what would be the new currency on Mars?
Well, I hope, ideally, Utopia, you would just use the same fucking currency or whatever system you have on Earth.
There wouldn't probably be.
And it would probably
you have to restart because it's Mars.
Not really, because at that point it would probably all be digital. So you can just you would have internet hopefully on Mars doing a society there.
Bro,
so
I kind of want to get pizza
transfer it.
Sorry,
we could
sidetrack.
We could.
Dude, I want to get some spicy. I haven't had it in a while.
Yeah, but like I say, my thing is like you have to restart completely on Mars. Like you get terraforming and stuff like that. That's a people just like.
Well, yeah, the whole project is starting over.
This whole thing, like you can't even look at it like that. Like we're never gonna go to Mars. Like we're not.
Not
like, us as in like us.
As a civilization, no, you're not gonna have regular people going there.
No. I don't think even just as humanity as a whole.
The most you're gonna get is like some big ass corporation sending a few people there on a one-way trip to start a society, and it probably is gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
They're probably gonna like die
if that even happens.
Because think about how
that's what I'm saying.
Situations
here's the thing: you want to get to Mars, you can do it. All you want to get there, all you need is funding. That's all you need. How do you think you got to the moon?
Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Because we were at the Cold War. We were in the arms race, and the Soviet communists said we're gonna go to the moon, and we said, like, "Oh, no. Really? We're gonna get to the moon first." Yeah. And they beat us in everything else, but we got to the moon first. So we're like, "Fuck you."
Exactly. Well, kinda. I mean,
that's why we planted our fucking flag on the moon, because it was literally like a fuck you to the communists. We're like, we got here first.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
we claim this fucking little piece of rock.
And that's what's gonna be like when we go to Mars. It's gonna be like, oh, we claim it's like you can't bring China to Mars.
That's why
you say it's Mars.
No, but let me. That's why we're not going to Mars. Yeah. That's why Elon is your main guy, because if you could get to the Mars in 10 years if you wanted to.
It's a shit show, man.
Yeah,
I thought about it. Like
United States is a
NASA
huge
used to be
shit
so
show.
sick. Like if they got the amount of funding they get for the military, everyone knows this. It would be crazy. Like it would just be.
That's what I'm saying. You want to be interstellar and shit, work together as a world and like fund that.
But then you have to worry about China. So you gotta fund the military.
I'm saying hypothetically, Utopia, like every country is working together, like the whole world as a species. We're working on. We got obviously you don't focus on just one project, but you have a couple different projects. Like you're gonna get to Mars in like 10 years max. Yeah. You got the whole world. Look what we did with the COVID vaccine. And and we said that was the whole world. That was a good amount of big and small countries, but that wasn't everyone. It was
Pfizer.
Yeah. Well, what all those companies do is they just buy up the rights after everyone else figures it out.
It wasn't like mRNA.
Yeah, Pfizer doesn't figure it is mRNA.
Which how's that work? Like it's just like basically like a base like line for.
It's like manipulating your
DNA. Kind of?
Not DNA, but like I don't know exactly what it is, but it's manipulating something to make your cells think that it's infected, so it fights it, so it learns how to fight it off.
That's like
so if it actually gets a sickness, it can fight it off.
The speed of creating a vaccine though is faster with those, isn't it? Like you literally find the exact virus and then just translate it to that thing. So that's why it was so fast, right?
Well, that was one, but I'm just saying also because when you see people across the world coming together, shit gets done pretty quick. Yeah. So I'm saying utopia-wise, if you have every country, like, on board working on the same plans, like, yeah, you'll get to Mars and have that shit terraformed in, like, 30 years.
Yeah, of course
Easy.
That will work. Yeah, of course
you'll be traveling the stars in 100.
Yeah, of course
Easy.
that would work. If we weren't money hungry.
But like I feel like
power hungry.
that's like the other point about Mars. I feel like at one point, if we get enough like people together, it's just gonna be like searching for another planet.
Again,
it's just endless.
And terraforming it, because like I feel like Mars is not the number one option. I feel like there's probably other planets that just don't got life in it.
That's the closest option we have right now, and that's like that's what we could do. You know.
Yeah.
You're not going to go terraform Neptune or,
that'd be kind of
Pluto. No, it would.
Yeah, but it's too far away.
That would be like mid supernova when the sun just keeps exploding slowly but surely, and so it would actually be hot enough.
It just gets bigger. It becomes a red giant.
Well, that's the thing too. If our species really goes on for that long, to where you have to move because the sun literally is going to explode.
No,
so you have to move. You're gonna die.
The sun gets any bigger right now, we're cooked. So
that too.
Dude, I think there's a solar flare that's gonna come.
There's always solar flares.
Well, yeah, but there's gonna be a big one, like a solar storm. I think that's what it is. When like the giant belts break, right?
Yeah,
it's like electromagnetic like things that carry lava, basically, right?
Yeah.
And then like if on one side it just bends, it just gets flung.
Yeah, I was gonna say it like comes out of the sun and it's like
Yeah, so that might wipe out a bunch of electronic shit.
Yeah, but it's not endangering.
That's bad though.
It's bad, but it's not life endangering.
No, that's worse than anything. Because if our power grid goes out,
we're fucked
for like multiple years. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, that's probably what's gonna happen.
You're done.
You're done,
bro. The power grid goes out for 2 days. This fucking this country, the world is gone. Is over. You're gonna be back in the dark ages.
This guy's got to revert back to how it was for a couple hundred years ago.
Or just make a new power grid.
2025. That's when it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's the end times, brother. This is what Jesus was talking about in the Bible.
Dude, we've been in the end times since John said we're in the end times.
We're likely to increase from now until 2025.
Reach solar maximum during the sun's natural 11-year cycle.
Yeah. Which is like electromagnetic cycles and shit like that. Or like the poles flipping on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of scary. I don't know exactly how that works.
That'll be extreme.
Yeah.
Just extreme climate change in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Dude, I feel like... Okay,
as they adjust back.
Didn't I tell you I was reading that book about, like, ancient Egypt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it has, like, a bunch of shit in there that just made me realize, like, whoa. Like, they might have been multiple phases of Egypt. Like, remember I was telling you how, like, there was, like, an old phase where, like, that's probably where, like, the first pyramids were built. Mm-hmm. The ones that are, like, not even for tombs. Like, I feel like they were for something else. Maybe, like,
I think I was gonna say energy. The most what the theory is that it was like a battery source almost.
Yeah,
like it was a power source.
Copper, yeah.
Oh yeah, the stuff like from the chutes going down that had like silver and like copper melted all over.
Some people think it's actually as above so below. Like there's a pyramid on top. It's also
a river, isn't it?
You know how I was gonna know? It's literally constructed as like a pyramid below, as the foundation. So it's on top and on the bottom.
Oh, so it's like a
diamond,
crystal?
Yeah, like a crystal. That's how it's really. That's really like, built. So under the foundation, that's how it is.
Practical. Well, I mean,
I don't think so either, though, because like the pyramids are on a plateau.
Yeah,
it's like a sandstone plateau that was massive, and that's why they built them there.
You can go in them too.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that's so weird though. But, like if you see like some of the caverns, like they've been. Not carved out, but they've added steps where...
No, yeah, they've added stuff. They've added...
Like, if you were doing, like, a ritual or something, you wouldn't want it to be, like, inaccessible. Unless you put stairs in there. That was us later.
Yeah.
But, like, if the first people that came in, they were like, whoa, this is, like, a 60-degree incline that has no steps. Like, what is this for? Like, it actually doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't.
Well, they probably had different... Yeah, power source. Or they... obviously just had different technology than we did.
Right, but we put it into perspective of like, oh, it's a really tall building, but it's really not even a building. Cause like,
no, it's not a building.
If humans, or like if anyone looked at New York, right, and saw the skyscrapers, you're like, whoa, huge buildings. But it makes more sense because there's livable space inside of them, right? And
sure, it's offices. Also from our perspective, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like
But
most
the pyramids definitely aren't just. They weren't just like hotels for the.
It's
Egyptians.
like 98% solid. Like there's really nothing in there. It's just
batteries.
I don't even know if it was a battery, but it might have just been like something else. Like we might just not even understand.
Well, yeah,
yet,
we probably can't even comprehend it.
We don't understand.
We don't even know how. We can't even fully comprehend how they were built.
Yeah, it's weird. Like some of the newer like pyramids that came after Giza, right, are less precise, use smaller stones. Like it's just like usually civilizations goes like up in smartness, you know, like
no, Egypt
intelligence
fell,
just gets better, yeah.
I think he lost some type of intelligence with Egypt.
Well, yeah, definitely. I feel like there was like some cataclysm, remember?
I think there's been a bunch of them, probably, yeah.
That just wiped out people. Cause like
we probably got to this somewhat level of what we think of technology in different ways, probably a couple different times.
Oh yeah, but it's
maybe
weird.
A few.
Like the precision in those pyramids is like
insane.
Yeah, it's kind of like eerie. It's like whoa.
Well, I mean the way it's lined up with the
true north, no. Not like
that. And the like stars and the planet,
yeah.
like how it's like literally directly in the middle of the planet.
Yeah. That's the
like
weird
how
thing.
like how do you fucking calculate that?
No, but
like we literally
all those things
can't build that today. We couldn't do that.
All those things are like really fascinating, but like the really cool things is like all the sculptures or anything like that, you have to look at the precision of them. Like it's like you overlaid 15 of them in Photoshop and then you flatten the layers. There's literally no error.
No,
it's like what? It's like doesn't make sense. It's like
higher intelligence beings.
Right.
Been stated. That's what I believe. Always giants. When I believe giants were just really big human beings.
Really big? I mean, I don't know.
As in 10 feet. As in probably 10 feet max.
But then you find the bones for them. That's the thing.
Yeah, true. You would have more physical remains of that.
You can't, like, make that shit up. Because, like, if you can find
dinosaurs,
right? Yeah. And they're fossilized. Like, there would for sure
be fossilized
humans that are 10 feet tall.
Yeah. In that area, too.
Yeah,
I don't think it was a bunch of 5 feet, 4 people. Or up to 6 feet.
Well, no, they probably either...
Or they were just
had technology themselves in a different way, that they advanced in a different way than we did, in a different path. Or what people think is they had help from aliens and they got different technology from them or help from them.
No.
Yeah.
I'm open to either. I don't know. I mean, I'm open to anything with that shit. Because I don't know.
I'm so convinced that Egypt had a phase before, had a cataclysm, came back, and then they... Because, like, why would you go through, like, a whole, like I don't even know, like the effort to make these sculptures, right, that are basically 100% perfect. They're if you split them in half, you wouldn't tell the difference between each side. You know, it's like perfectly parallel and everything. It's just beautiful, right? And then you see the writing on it. It's done with a stone and a chisel.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. It's like, why would you sand it?
Well, they try and say all the other stuff was done with the stone and chisel too.
No. Right, but like it wouldn't they make it the same methods?
No, I know what you're saying. I get it. Yeah.
How they were saying, it's like literally graffiti. It might be graffiti. Like just because they're hieroglyphs and they're from 5,000 years ago, doesn't mean that the actual sculptures. Because like you can't carbon date stone. You can't.
No, that's true.
So they really don't know how old these things are. They're just going off the hieroglyphs that might be that age. Yeah. But like the actual stones are from before.
And you're right. You're right.
You know, like we don't know that.
I mean,
as
we go, we find out that humans have been here longer and longer as we go.
Oh yeah, we were like, oh yeah, they came to North America like 50 years or 50,000 years ago.
Yeah, and then it was like 100,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps going back. So I mean, we've probably been here for a long time. And
then you find or
some version
bones,
of us,
right, that had DNA of like Australian people 100,000 years ago. It's like, weren't boats not a thing to like?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh yeah, maybe we got that wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously we got it wrong.
Yeah,
like,
obviously it's wrong.
See, like it's gonna be the turn of the century. Like we're finally understanding more and more and more and more. People are like Graham Hancock, you know that guy. He's finally, or he's been saying this stuff, but like people are finally believing him. People are finally like understanding that maybe we shouldn't like just go off of the books that we've been seeing in history class.
The interesting thing with this is the like right-wing pipeline that seems to go along with stuff like this. Like, a lot of the conspiracies and shit lead into right-wing talking points and stuff a lot of the time for whatever reason. Probably just because it's been dominate in our society for so long.
I don't even look
but
at
it just
like
seems that, like, everyone that gets into or gets really deep into some of that stuff just ends up having a certain thought process, which a lot of the time contradicts a lot of their other thought processes as well. But that's a bigger conversation. But a lot of what I'm trying to say is a lot of people that think like this is like they do psychedelics and stuff like that, and you see a lot of them go down like alt-right pipelines and rabbit holes, and it's like, how the fuck did you, like, how do you take what you learned and like go that way?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like,
you know what I mean?
Oh, like flat Earth people. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, that's just you're just delusional. You need
every
to go.
Single time.
Like, you're literally not understanding. Like, you're blocking yourself out from seeing the truth.
Exactly.
Because the truth is not that way. It's the other 180-degree turn the other way.
Like, yeah, literally. I mean, because when people hear, like, you shouldn't trust anything, you shouldn't believe anything, like, yes, but, like, there's a basic, there's, like, you have to understand what reality you're operating in type shit. Like, because, you want to get in, like, deep conversation. It's like, what's real? You know what I mean? It's like, this reality is it's only our perception, our eyes, everything's being reflected, and it's all a reaction. We're not, there's different dimensions and shit. So it's like, but so we're in this base reality, you know what I mean? So it's like, you have to learn to, and this is what I talk about with psychedelics, is just integrating and how to operate in this life.
Inside of this, Because you can't change it.
You can't change it. You're in this body, you have emotions, you have an ego that you're working with, and it's how you use it in this day-to-day life and how you work with it.
Yeah, that's true.
But people take it like, I don't know. Like, somehow, like, becoming a free thinker makes you, like, transphobic and homophobic and, like a bootlicker for rich people.
Yeah, because people
I feel like
they're so caught up on structure. That's all it is.
It's because our whole system is structured to keep you in that and keep feeding you that
structure
shit
and advancement.
and keep feeding you capitalism and imperialism.
So all it is how can I dominate within the structure and advancement? It goes back to just being selfish. Like, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just being selfish.
I can't believe alcohol is legal, but weed isn't readily available for everyone. Like, how? How is that?
Because it's natural medication. Alcohol gets you addicted. People get alcoholic.
Yeah, it's like a dependent thing.
Weed doesn't do anything.
It's you're physically dependent on alcohol at some point.
Yeah.
Like, when you take an alcoholic off, like, you can't cold turkey.
And alcohol makes money. Weed doesn't do as much. Alcohol makes more money.
Well, see, I've been saying this for years, like, literally years. My family will tell you, like, this is the one thing I've always found stupid about the government. I'm like, do you guys not want to make money? Like, you know how much money you would make off of taxing weed off of all of us? Like, if you nationalize it, like, you guys will make a shit ton of tax money off of weed. Are you kidding me?
It's corruption. Some people would probably make less.
True. No, less. I know that's why. Like, but it just never made. I would just always thought overall grand scheme, like, a majority of you will make more money.
You would make a lot of money.
Like you're saying, a lot of them and most of them in their businesses. Yes, and a lot of them are against weed. It's Republicans and shit like that.
Now we're dead. No.
You would make a lot of. You would make a lot of money off weed, but not as much as alcohol, because more people are dependent on alcohol.
Exactly.
But you can do. I've always said you just do both at the same time. They do cigarettes still.
Unless they found a way to make weed dependable, then that would.
I mean, they push fucking prescription pills on people. We got commercials.
That makes you addicted.
That's what I'm saying. Every other country in the world looks at us and it's like, why do you have commercials for prescription drugs, or just any medicine in general? Why is there a commercial for that? Why is that? Because we live in capitalism. Exactly.
Capitalism is scary.
If it can get you addicted, anything.
It's getting real scary now because we're in the fucking end times of capitalism as it's starting to fall in the middle classes.
1% goes up, everyone goes down.
Simple.
Ain't gonna be no middle class no more. You can barely see it now.
Barely.
I don't know what our generation is doing. I'll be honest. And the generation after us, like my brother and shit, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Talking to people in my class, I feel like, dude, everyone's so stupid. Like, seriously, like, they're literally watching TikTok for, like, I see their screen time, it's 9 hours. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And see, stuff like TikTok could be good, but it's just filled with shit. But I mean, it's also just people not knowing how to find fucking balance in their own day-to-day life.
No self-control.
They have no self-control at all.
And, like, what topics they're getting like recommended. You know what I mean? Because
well,
once you go down the rabbit hole of not understanding what you want to watch and what you want to do.
Especially when TikTok's feeding you like fucking Andrew Tate rabbit hole bullshit.
Exactly. Like if you look at my YouTube shorts, like that's the only thing I watch, right? And it's literally just car things.
Yeah, you get a good one, bro. I somehow as a leftist, I watch all this shit and I still get like Jordan Peterson fucking
I don't
right wing fucking YouTube
left
shorts.
Right wing anything.
I don't get any of that either.
It's because you don't watch it.
Yeah, because I haven't.
It's just because I watch political shit.
I honestly don't like. It's not that I don't care about that stuff. It's just I know that once I get into that, that's everything that's going to be recommended. There's so much content for that.
Yeah,
so the algorithm just distributes.
And there's a lot of money and a lot of grifters that want to take your money in that world.
Yeah.
So
because most of that world is grifters.
I'll watch stuff about cars, astronomy, geography, and then art stuff, painting.
Good. Stay in that world.
Literally, that's all that gets recommended to me. Yeah, so I've been
just beats in video games. I don't even play video games like that.
Some news though, I do get news, but like it's only from people that I like.
And Christian stuff. That's really it too. And just Bible stuff. That's really it. No, nothing else crazy after that. But it's the algorithm is just a reflection of you.
But even what? I guess we can. What? I guess what are your political leanings?
I don't even have any. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so I honestly like when Trump was president. I didn't like the dude. But I don't like Trump, right? But like some of his things that he had were like actually kind of smart, and some other things were dumb. You know what I mean?
Some smart things.
Like making a wall, kind of.
Oh, come on! Oh, don't give me this.
I don't want to say like it's a good thing, but like.
I'll make this quick because I do this conversation all the time.
I feel like if it was
the problem here is that we have too many illegal immigrants. Okay, so. How do you fix this problem? Why, or we should ask, why is there so many illegal immigrants? Because in the 90s, Bill Clinton signed a bill that made it very hard for people to become legal immigrants in this country. So I think you fix the actual problem, which is make it easier for people to come in legally, which building a wall does not do that.
Yeah.
That's you're just deterring them and being like, stay out of the country. We don't want you here. You're all drug dealers and bad people.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
But hold on, I'll let you go. But so if you make it easier, and this is what I'm saying, which should go to their point, if you make it easier for people to become legal, shouldn't it be easier to catch the fucking dipshits coming over that have like past history? Or if they do have a past history and they're trying to avoid coming in illegally, wouldn't it be easier to find the ones coming over illegally for those reasons? Because a lot of the people that come over illegally aren't bad people, but they don't want to go through the fucking process of becoming a fucking citizen.
Right. But
especially when they can come get a green card and work and do everything basically without doing all that.
Maybe not a wall, but like the system there. You know, I want.
That's why I'm saying you make it easier for people to become legal immigrants.
Legal, but then there'd be like the problem right now with like what's coming in. I don't even care about the people coming in. It's just the drug, the fentanyl. That's bad. That's really bad.
Well, I'm saying that's so that if you make it easier for legal immigrants to come through, you'll be able to sift through those easier.
Oh yeah.
Because either they're going to come through the legal way like everyone else is, and if you have a good system in place, you're going to sniff them out immediately.
Exactly. But wouldn't you want a giant...
or you're going to have everyone come in legally, and then if they don't want to come through the legal way because they're like, fuck that, then you're going to be like one of the only ones coming through.
How are you going to like
that
stop
way?
them, though? That's the thing. Like, how are you going to stop the ones that want to come in
so like still? Because, so the problem right now they're saying is we don't have enough border patrol or like people at the border to get all these people. I'm saying most of the people coming in illegally aren't coming in for the drug dealing, all that. They're coming over because they're refugees. They want to come over because they're seeking whatever.
Yeah,
they want help or whatever. Yeah, refuge and shit. Right. So most of them, if you made it easier, I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt and guess that they would come through the legal way. See, if you make it easier and give them and you take care of them as we should take care of our own citizens, then there will be less of them going through illegally, which makes the ones that are coming through illegally pretty easy to spot out. To be like, hey, like you're not going. So we made it.
See, but
we
that's
can kind of guess.
Like politically, I don't really know because like in a perfect world, though,
that's
wouldn't
the thing.
It
it's
be
not
better if there was like a giant barrier coming between Mexico and the United States, right? And then people come in certain spots, and then keep the other ones that want to come in out.
You can do that without a wall.
You think?
Yes.
Because like we don't have
anything. You don't need a wall.
Canada,
the wall.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Because there's no illegal drugs coming. And
that's bullshit.
You don't think so?
Drugs come in from everywhere, from like every border you could ever imagine.
Well, there's only 2.
It's not like they're all just coming from Mexico. Yeah, a lot of them come from Mexico.
Because they're
right there.
75%.
I'm saying a lot probably do, but they come from everywhere. They let the shit come from everywhere.
From airplanes, literally.
But I'm just saying a wall or any and that's the thing. We already do have a barrier. He just wanted to like make a fucking concrete barrier. Like we have fencing, but it's like. And then, honestly, the fencing is probably more effective. I'd rather fucking climb a concrete wall than climb a fucking fence.
No, and the thing is, like,
it's more uncomfortable.
So, like, I forgot to understand how the wall even works. Like, it's a wall, right? But people still have tunnels underground.
Yes, and they've been building. They
have
tunnels.
Yeah.
Like,
so that wouldn't do anything.
That's exactly because they don't. And that's the thing. These politicians don't want to fix the actual problem.
Yeah.
They don't want to fix the problem.
Well, the actual problem
they want to throw a little bit of money and be like, yeah, we'll build a wall. It'll solve the problem. And then it won't solve the problem. And then it's still going to be an issue in 20 years. And we're going to be arguing about the same fucking thing. It's like, just fix the actual problem. Make it easy for people to become legal immigrants. And then you can get the fucking bad people easier.
Yeah.
Because now more people are going to come in legally.
About the bad people either.
Huh? And, that's the thing too, because a lot of politicians are probably invested in a lot of the illegal shit.
Yeah.
So they really don't care.
Exactly.
But
of course they don't care.
But and that's the thing. It shouldn't be a political thing because it's not a political thing. It's just making it easier for people, but Republicans and Democrats to make it a political thing because Republicans in particular don't like immigrants because.
But why are we like? That's the thing about Republican liberal, right? Like I hate that. Why can't it just be like just people?
Because
voting on someone, like it doesn't have to be 2 parties.
Because the media and
the
government.
That's what's controlling us. The 2 parties.
Yeah.
Two parties.
No, you're right.
It's always been that.
They're probably the same thing. It's probably just a balance. You know, it's just to keep us in the system. You know.
Yes, you get it. Yes, you understand. They are the same thing. Joe Biden is just a Republican.
Yeah.
All he is a moderate Republican. Trump, they're all the same.
They're all the same.
I mean,
bro.
Biden literally helped write the crime bill.
Yeah.
And this is the same people that people on the fucking right are comparing to FDR, saying that the extreme left has taken him hostage. It's this is the fucker that wrote the crime bill. You're trying to tell me he's like extreme leftist? Like, what do you mean? Like, he's done. Joe Biden in his term has done nothing extremely leftist.
Of course not.
Nothing. And it irks me every time because they say it all the time. They're like, Joe Biden has been fucking taken over and taken hostage by the far left and people like AOC. I'm like, AOC has no voice to Pelosi and Biden. They tell her to fuck off all the time.
Too old, bro. She needs to leave. So is Biden.
I think she is leaving. I think she's done after this.
Yeah.
She's not going to be speaker anymore. But it's not like we have someone better now. The age doesn't matter. You need someone with good politics. I'd rather have Bernie be the speaker, but we got it's going to be if we get the majority back, it's going to be Hakeem Jeffries because right now he's the minority leader since the Republicans have the majority and they have Kevin McCarthy as a speaker. But if we had the speaker, it would be Hakeem Jeffries, which is just a moderate Republican because they're all the fucking same. That's why I always say I hate the Democrats. I hate the Republicans. The only people I like, and I have problems with them because you're never going to fully agree with anyone on anything. We just have to. People need to accept that too, because I see people on the left eat each other up way too much over the smallest fucking disagreements, and it's like we agree on all the basic fucking principles of this shit. So it's like we need to stop infighting and shit. You know what I mean? And what was my main point? What was shit? What was I saying? Fuck.
But the left and the right being the same shit.
Oh yeah. They're the same shit, and I always say that's why I only like, and I have issues with them too, but I like the squad. That's the only people that I would put up with and vote for, and Bernie too. That's it. Bernie, AOC, Ilhan Omar, people like that. That's it. People that actually want Medicare for all, that don't take big donor money, don't take big PAC money. Their whole campaigns are funded off of small donors. That's the only people I fuck with, and I have issues with them too. They have bad takes, but that's gonna happen. We're human. You're not gonna agree with people on everything. But I know that they want Medicare for all. I know that they push for it. I know that they don't take PAC money. I know that they're not bought out. So it's like,
yeah, that's why capitalism is the best when it's going up. But then once it's up, it's kind of just up going.
Well, yeah,
the 1%.
It's a constant up for the 1% until there's no more middle class to buy the 1% shit.
from.
And then it collapses from within.
Yeah. But maybe we'll even it out. Maybe. No. It's kind of hard though, isn't it?
If you're gonna even it out, it's not gonna be capitalism. That means you're gonna be in either a like social democracy, or you're gonna start switching to socialism or communism, or like a combination of everything, some version of that.
Yeah.
That's the only way to balance it out, because what you're talking about is redistribution of wealth. So
yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah, not under capitalism,
like,
because under capitalism,
like
the main thing is profit.
That own the U.S. is not even the U.S. people. It's like a lot of people from other places.
No, that's why you hear Republicans talk about all the time. China owns everything, and that's true. China, a lot of their companies do own a lot of shit, but it's like, I don't know why you're worried about them stealing your data.
No, because they're the ones that invest back the most money, and they're the ones that will continue. Because the corruption here with American companies is that the one dude that owns, or like the one family that owns everything here, takes this much of the money, and there's only this much to invest. While China makes this much money, they take this much money and they invest.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot more, and so their companies obviously will naturally.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Excel.
Yeah.
Over
and keep growing.
Yeah.
Because we're capitalists and we're fucking stupid. I mean, so is China in a way, in the way they do like trading and
probably too. Somehow.
Yeah, somehow I could see. I've seen like someone on Joe Rogan said they have 10 years left. I doubt it.
No.
I could see it, but like
they had a massive they made too many houses, or like the housing market crashed. But
it was because of population. It was because they had that one-child law for a while back in the day, and the population started to kind of catch up with them. But it's starting to balance out, and that's why they canceled that law a long time ago. Yeah. They had a population thing. They only allowed you to have one kid for a while. Only. But like they took that law out like a long time ago, like over a decade ago. So
really? I don't think so. That's when they put it in.
Are you sure? I don't know. I heard they took it out.
Was recent.
Yeah. They had the one-child law for a while, but they took it out at some time. Or maybe they just took it out recently. Yeah, to 2015.
Oh yeah.
So I was wrong. Not over a decade, but they did take it out.
Yeah. Almost. It's.
Yeah. Oh God, Jesus Christ, you're right. Oh God, 8 years. Fucking Christ, man.
Yeah.
Oh, why is 2015 that far away?
Whew. Right. It's like seeing the.
But yeah, so they were having like an issue with that stuff, but I think their economy is gonna be fine. If anything, I think they're gonna take over as the world superpower, and America's gonna have a big fucking issue with it. And you're gonna start hearing a lot of people being like, "We can't let China start taking this much power. We got to do something about this."
All of a sudden, they started militarizing.
Yeah, all of a sudden, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, it feels like
I don't know
a
what
Cold War with them. You know what I mean? Like
that's what I've been hearing. That people are saying we're gonna like enter another Cold War.
We are in one right now.
We're
militarizing.
Right. But like actually, like
unprecedented. Dude, it's
but you're right. You're right. We are.
Ever since we've been born, this militarizing has been happening on both sides.
Yeah. True. Yeah, ever since basically we took down the Soviets.
Yeah, exactly. We were just like, we have a lot of money.
Yeah, we thought we could rule the world now.
Yeah, but no.
Because we're like, we took down communism finally. Then China's like,
Yeah.
Surprise,
motherfucker. So you want to do trading.
Well, hopefully we'll find a balance. But otherwise, capitalism is on the fall. It's not looking too good either. It's not looking too great either.
The only way out is out of capitalism. There is no good way out of this in capitalism.
Yeah.
The only way out is to transition into something else. Whether fastly or slowly.
Simple.
It'd be better if we could do it quicker, but the way shit goes in this world, it's probably going to be slow. Because any fucking pushback they get, they push fucking hard as shit against. Because all they care about is profit. Because that's the bottom line, literally.
The funniest thing I heard this whole week? Some kid came up to me and he's like, the lottery was invented to catch time travelers. And I was like, what the fuck are you saying? I mean, that would make sense, but...
Bro, I hear about people like, is he legit? Like,
huh?
There's no way, like, that was a joke, right?
No, that was like his conspiracy. And I was just like, all right.
But he's like, does he like really believe that? Like, there's no shot. Like, I hear shit like that and I lose a little faith in humanity. Like I'm like if I try to explain politics to someone like that, like there's no shot he even sees what I'm saying at all.
We were going down the stairs, so he must have been serious, you know. That's when the juicy part of the conversation comes in, you know.
True.
We're like halfway in between the walk, so he has to get his point.
Yeah.
So you know, he just said it then, and I was just like laughing for like the whole way to class.
To catch time travelers.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Time travelers probably will have a lot of effect. Do you know how easy? No, easy would be to time travel though. That actually was invented. You know how many rules be in place to time travel, so you don't affect anything when you come back.
Oh no, dude! If you have
no,
time
that's
travel,
why
you're
time travel got invented.
him,
Everything
bro.
would be fucked.
You're him. If you have time travel, like
yeah, like I think that there would have to be rules in place. Like you can't go back to where you were ever. Like you have to go someplace completely different.
Well,
realistically,
just change the timeline even more.
Well, realistically, if we really invented time travel, you can only go forward. You can't go back.
Well,
there is no going back in time.
There is.
No, because time is only now. Time's not real. So you can go forward because you can speed up. So you can go forward in time. And you can make your relative time slower to everyone else's on Earth, but you can't go back.
No, you can.
No, it's like it's against the laws of physics.
Yeah.
Like you can't. It's like the grandfather paradox. You literally can't go back.
You know how they were talking about how like imagine a piece of paper, right? As like the universe. You know, you have to get from A to B, right? Okay. And at B, you're looking at A, right? And it's
you can't go back to B.
Hold on. You actually have to give me a piece of paper so I can explain this to you.
Yeah. No, I go on. No, I get it. Okay, we have a piece of paper.
Okay, all right. Yes. And you go from point A to B, right?
Yes.
That would take you like 250 million years because we're looking at multiple light years, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Earth from here at the same time as looking at this from here, right? We're looking at two different things because they're millions of years apart, right? Yeah, so imagine if you're looking at Earth, right?
Yeah.
And the light that's coming in, right? You just fold time somehow. Like you fold the paper. Like you find a way to do that.
Well, you're going through wormholes at that point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, like I mean, you're like going to like different dimensions probably at that point. Like you're like. Now we're going on beyond our comprehension. Like now it's just hypothetical. It's like you could be breaking it into a different dimension. You could be
That'd
like
be sick, though.
Who knows? Because if you're full, I know you're basically just going through a wormhole at that point.
Yeah, and then what if you go through the wormhole and so you're there, right?
But still, time as a concept is like not real. Like there is no past. Like there is literally only now. There is no past and future.
Yeah, sure.
It's just a constant state of flow that is happening.
And plus, it would just be light. What am I thinking? I was like saying,
that's
you
the
look
thing,
back
like,
at Earth.
Yeah, like you're not gonna make the physical that's just how light travels.
Yeah, the only way to time it works, you find a way to
create. Yeah, I just had like a realization how dark space.
That's the only way time will work. You actually found out how to create.
It's like even if you like went there at the same speed that light, you wouldn't. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, sure.
That's the only way time travel will work. You just created time.
Because I mean, if you wanted to go forward, I mean, it's like you can just do the whole go around the Earth super fast a bunch of times, and your relative time slows down as everyone else's stays the same. So you'll come back 20 years, and it'll be like 5 minutes for you.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what the fuck?
That'd be kind of sick.
That would be kind of sick.
It'd be hard.
See, but like
I would actually do it. Like just go like 1,000 years. Well, we don't know, or else we would do it. But ideally, you're just going around the Earth, or just in a circle, I guess.
In orbit, as a
you're going in a fast place in orbit.
You're like, you need to stay up in space for 70 years. Yeah, it's a crazy variable.
You just be in orbit for a very fast.
You'd probably die.
Literally.
Well, that's why you don't do it, because if you did it, you would go in such a fast speed, your body would probably just rip apart.
Yeah.
The G-forces.
Yeah,
well, there wouldn't be G-forces, would there? Because you're in space.
Something beyond G-force.
You just want to feel
G-force still exists in space.
I was gonna say you're still in G-force when you're in the shuttle. Yeah.
Because there's no friction
gravity
in the air.
Yeah.
There's no molecules just floating around stopping you.
You just want to feel it.
That's the crazy thing. Like imagine a meteorite coming in, it hits a bunch of air molecules, and that's what heats it up.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
crazy
weird.
To me. It's just in the air. There's stuff
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're living in water, but it's just different water. Because dude, what if in space beings came to Earth, right? And they saw the atmosphere and they're reacting to it water.
Well, that would be fucking weird.
That's how they would look at it.
Yeah,
if they had no atmosphere.
Yeah.
They see Earth and
plus their vision is probably different. They could probably. What if they could literally see the atmosphere?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying that's different animals see stuff different. They could have they could just see the atmosphere.
The spectrum, because the only reason why there's light, you can see stuff, is because it reflects off of it. But
yes,
it's not physical.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, but they could. I'm just saying they could see. No, I know you wouldn't be touching it, but you could see the atmosphere. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can see the atmosphere. Oh, you're saying physically though, like clouds?
Yeah, it's a different color. Yeah, you don't know. It's all. Who knows what the fucking
so sick.
aliens were seeing?
It's just all cloud.
what it looked like storms and stuff, but like just.
It was like Jupiter. It just looked like Jupiter. We think
like
Jupiter's all cloud, but let's say there was life on Jupiter and they didn't see any of those clouds. It's like atmosphere.
No, but they would, because the only reason why those clouds are the color that they are is because they have like sand particles in them.
Oh yeah,
it's still a physical makeup.
Oh, no, it's a gas, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's just gas. Like, so
gas. It's some type of particle.
But it's like it's got to be some like something that reflects light.
But there is sandstorms.
Yeah, sandstorms. At least what we call sand. What we call sand.
See, now I'm thinking about it, like, what is Neptune made out of?
Apparently ice. Apparently ice.
No. That's a gas giant.
Neptune's a gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the 4 outer ones.
But it's just cold.
It is.
Gas giants.
But like I said, that's what we see. We see a big blue, icy gas planet. But let's say if there was life on Neptune, would they see what we see?
Wait, maybe it's just a cloud though. I feel like the surface of Neptune might be like there. Is it just ice? No, he might be right, dude.
It's too cold. Like, it's not.
I see. This is like atmosphere. It has an atmosphere. Okay.
Yeah.
What's Jupiter's?
That's how deep the core. Yeah.
Like.
Jupiter's is all gas.
It's just a block of ice. That's what,
Are you sure?
Yeah, Jupiter's gas.
I feel like it also has.
It's all gas.
That's crazy.
It's literally it's just a huge cloud.
Which always broke my brain. I was like, how is it just gas?
It's a huge cloud.
Well, it's gonna have a core though.
It's
yeah,
different. Yeah. It's like everything has a core.
Well, yeah.
That's why it caused it. That's what caused it to rotate.
Yeah, it's just orbit and rotation.
So it has like an actual ground though somewhere.
That's the actual planet basically. That core is basically the actual planet.
You wouldn't go through it because like there's got to be denser parts of it. You know?
And all this gas, and all this
there's
gas,
denser parts of it.
And all this gas is so like less.
But I mean,
less
even Earth isn't like what you would think of.
No,
you know what I
mean? It's
mean?
just 50 miles down and then it's lava.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing about planets that's so sick. Like gravity is low-key a form of energy almost because
it is.
Because like
that's all. Yeah.
But it's like everywhere.
It's energy is. Dude, just different.
Gravity is just mass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like a planet stays warm because of the pressure is pressuring something so much that it turns into heat. But it's just infinite heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
It's all the same thing, dude. It's all atoms. It's really all atoms.
That's crazy.
It's just atoms.
The universe is crazy.
Dude, I feel like that light is so bright. Shine bright.
Tried to tell you guys.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all atoms.
The lights are too bright.
All this stuff you could phase through this if you wanted to, but we can't.
You have like a hat.
It's just because we exist in our body. Yeah.
Yeah, like this can be. You can phase through this.
What kind of hat?
Just any hat, so I can just.
We gotta do 6:30, dude. We gotta.
How long have we been going?
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
so I was gonna say, like, dude, it's almost gonna be time. A couple of minutes left.
Yeah. Talking about planets right now. You know what I'm gonna do in the summer?
What?
I'm gonna make like a project, right? Where I have like, I'm just making my own solar system and giving like it properties. So I'm gonna make like a gas giant with like its moons be like a habitable planet, like Avatar.
I see.
Yeah. But then have like 3 gas giants, and then you know what a like binary star system is? It's when like there's a sun in the middle, right? And then there's like planets that go around it, right?
Yeah.
And then one of the planets that's going around it's another star.
Yeah.
You know how fucking wild that is? Like, you can have solar eclipses that are nuts every day. Every day. Because if you're on, like, a gas giant, right? And you have, like, another planet going around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, another planet going around it. That's, like, another moon. Like, you have multiple moons in the habitable zone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Like, exoplanets make their own ecosystems and stuff and illustrate it.
Yeah.
On Photoshop. Like, that would actually be sick.
Insane.
Make a book.
It probably exists out there.
It probably exists out there.
Yeah,
that's the thing that's so sick.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
And then give one of the planets like a really rare, like, civilization, or like, not like a civilization right away, but like give it like its whole backstory of how it evolved, and then make them like, almost like the concept of how we could have become like efficient.
Yeah,
like,
how we could have did it the right way.
Yeah, that'd be sick. One of my friends gave me that idea yesterday, like the right way, and I was like,
the utopia confirmed.
How to build a society not under capitalism. Star Wars done right.
No, but make it like more in depth, you know.
No, yeah, no, that'll be cool though.
It will go hard.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah. You guys ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
I guess so. That's like the last thing I wanted to say.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week, and we'll be probably having you on definitely more.
Yeah.
For sure. Because there's so much that we can talk about that we didn't get into. Yeah. But all right, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next week. Peace out.
Peace out.